Hi everyone. Last time we discussed that we get energy from the food that we eat, and food gets its energy from sunlight. But have you ever wondered from where sunlight gets its energy? Well, it's from nuclear fusion. So inside the sun, we have these protons which are hydrogen nuclei, and they combine together to form helium nucleus. And in this process, they lose a little bit of mass, and that mass is released as energy according to the famous Einstein's equation E equal to mc square. So quite simple, right? Well, protons are positively charged and therefore they are going to repel each other. And if you want to bring them very close, you need to give them very high speeds. Thus, that requires very high temperatures. Now, the math shows that the temperature required for this to happen is around 1 billion Kelvin, whereas the sun's core temperature is 100 times less. So the question is, how is fusion happening in sun? So this is where quantum physics comes to rescue. It uses a concept called quantum tunneling. Now what it is? Think I'm in a jail and I'm banging the walls with my head. Now I don't have enough energy to cross this barrier, to break these walls. However, if I am a quantum object, then because of my wave nature, there is a small probability that my waves would leak through the wall. And thus, if I keep trying enough number of times, there is a small chance that I could be found outside the jail. So in a similar way, though there is not enough temperature or energy in the sun for two protons to fuse, there is a small probability due to their wave nature to overcome this barrier, to overcome this repulsion and tunnel through this repulsion and fuse. Now that probability is very small. It's 1 in 10 to the power 28. That's hopeless, right? If you think. However, there are 10 to the power 38 protons trying to fuse every second. So though the chance of fusion is very small, there are enough number of protons and they try enough number of times to actually make this happen. And thus we get enough number of fusions to keep the sun shining. Now think of it this way. Imagine I draw a card from a deck of 52 cards. Now the chance for me to get a king of hearts is 1 by 52. Quite small, right? But if I keep drawing these cards, let's say 1 million times, then obviously I will get enough number of kings, isn't it? And that's how probability works in quantum physics, and it's the reason that the sun shines every day. Thank you.